The Magic Faraway Tree is a new family adventure film adapting Enid Blyton's beloved children's series, aimed at fans of whimsical fantasy worlds like Narnia. The story follows the Thompson children, Jo, Beth, and Franny, who discover a magical tree filled with eccentric characters such as Moonface, Silky, Dame Washalot, and Saucepan Man. Their journeys to fantastical lands help the family reconnect after years of growing apart. The movie stars Andrew Garfield and Claire Foy as the children's parents, Nicola Coughlan as the fairy Silky, and Rebecca Ferguson as villain Dame Snap, among other notable cast members. With a screenplay by Simon Farnaby, Wonka, Paddington 2, and direction by Ben Gregor, the film promises a charming, visually whimsical take on the classic tales. The Magic Faraway Tree releases in UK theaters on March 27, 2026, with a US release expected later in 2026. Although the series includes 4 books, no franchise plans have been announced yet. Nicola Coughlan and Andrew Garfield's new adventure movie The Magic Faraway Tree is for the Narnia obsessed. If you grew up on fantasy books, you've probably dreamed of taking classes at Hogwarts and escaping to Narnia more times than you can count. But for the niche group of the Magic Faraway Tree readers who wish they could visit the land of birthdays in real life, living out your fantasies isn't such a faraway concept anymore. Enid Blyton's classic British children's series is officially being adapted for the big screen. The Magic Faraway Tree is an upcoming family adventure film about 3 children who climb a magical tree, meet the wonderful creatures who live inside, and travel to fantastical lands. It's the kind of movie that will give you all the nostalgic feels even if you didn't grow up on the books, though its absolutely stacked cast probably did. The film is currently in production, with principal photography having started in June. Here's everything we know so far about the Magic Faraway Tree movie. Your first look at Nicola Coughlan and the Magic Faraway Tree. Nicola Coughlan is in her fairy era, and this first look at Nicola as Silky in the Magic Faraway Tree is just as, well, magical as I hoped. Just a glimpse of her long blonde hair and those stunning eyes pique my curiosity. And TBH, where Nicola leads, I follow. When is the Magic Faraway Tree coming out? The Magic Faraway Tree is coming to UK theaters on March 27, 2026, so we'll probably see it in the US in the fall of 2026. What is the main plot of the Magic Faraway Tree? When the Thompson family moves to the English countryside, the 3 children, Jo, Beth, and Franny, discover a magical tree and its extraordinary and eccentric residents, including treasured characters Moonface, Silky, Dame Washalot, and Saucepan Man, according to Variety. When they reach the top of the tree, the children are transported to spectacular and fantastical lands and, through the joys and challenges of their adventures, the family learns to reconnect and value each other for the first time in years. In the new poster we see a first look at some of the characters, and just how whimsical the movie will be. We're already obsessed. Who is starring in the movie? Jo, Beth, and Franny's actors have yet to be announced, but the adult cast is chock full of familiar names. Andrew Garfield and Claire Foy are set to play the children's parents, Tim and Polly. The film's screenwriter cheekily said, "I mean, even Enid Blyton might be impressed we got Spider-Man and the Queen." Nicola Coughlan will be playing a woodland fairy named Silky, and Rebecca Ferguson will be playing one of the film's villains, Dame Snap. Here's the Magic Faraway Tree cast so far. Andrew Garfield as Tim. Claire Foy as Polly. Nicola Coughlan as Silky. Rebecca Ferguson as Dame Snap. Nonso Anazi. Jessica Gunning. Jennifer Saunders. Dustin Demery Burns. Who is writing and directing the movie? Fans of the Faraway Tree series can breathe a sigh of relief, the film is in great hands. The Magic Faraway Tree screenwriter, Simon Farnaby, is no stranger to adapting beloved British children's classics from page to screen. He's one of the pens behind Wonka and Paddington 2, which is a great sign that the Magic Faraway Tree is sure to be as whimsical and fun as the books it's adapting. A less familiar name, unless you're a fan of BBC's Black Ops, is Ben Gregor, who has been tapped to direct the film. According to his talent agency, Gregor specializes in making comedies with visual flair. This writer-director combo is magical. Will the Magic Faraway Tree be a franchise? The Magic Faraway Tree seems to be a standalone film at the moment. The book series it's based on is made up of 4 books total: The Enchanted Wood, The Magic Faraway Tree, The Folk of the Faraway Tree, and Up the Faraway Tree. Although the movie gets its name from the second book, its plot seems more similar to that of the first book. It's very possible that the movie will incorporate all 4 books in one, since plans for a franchise have yet to be announced.